Welcome back to another video. Today's video is an every car update video, except it's a quick fire video in the sense that I am going to be just rapidly comparing some cars. And those cars are going to be all compared against a NASCAR because, hey, they do some road courses or circuits like the Circuit of the Americas. And, well, I love that track. If you can't tell, go ahead and watch this kick. This is a bad idea. Okay, so I kicked. Hopefully you saw the tattoo. I got a tattoo of it. What cars are we comparing? Well, you saw at least one of them in the thumbnail. That those cars are going to be the Ford Focus ST. Who else has a fast car? A Toyota GR86, a Focus ST, a front-wheel drive hatchback, and then a front-engined rear-wheel drive sports car from Toyota. What do you think is going to happen? Let's get into the video. Now that I'm sitting inside of the 2006 Ford NASCAR, let's go over a few things. First of all, the steering ratio has been increased to 720, or I guess the degrees rather. That'll be fun because I'm still on the formula wheel, so hopefully I don't need to grab for something that isn't there. I'm ready to cook. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the heavy dose of foreshadowing there. The formula wheel is not the optimal wheel for this use case. I mean, that felt that's pretty good, and then to get back on the gas, that feels terrible. And not to mention, if that steering wheel hits your hand, it hurts. I'm gonna try again to set a good lap in this 2006 Ford NASCAR. Let's cut to some driving. This took a while. And it took a while because, like I said, it's a boat. And then this corner, especially, very easy. Watch my throttle input, just slowly, still not full throttle. Have not hit full throttle. I probably won't hit full throttle. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now, through the S's here, watch. We keep it in first. First is safe, frankly. Also, you might see the low fuel light. That was on because I was really getting tired of hot lapping a car full of gas. I think that was not efficient, and that was part of my frustration. Still in first through these final S's here, going over this hill, trying to get on top of this curb. Not really, and then onto the power. It's like really wants to go everywhere. Really need to brake early here. You can see I lose some momentum, and it's just so awkward. Like, look at trying to apply the power. We're at like 80%, and then we're at full. Usually, when I was lapping this thing around COTA, you know, the steering wheel would just snap away from you. And you can kind of see that. Yeah, look at that right here under braking. And it just loses speed so slowly. You can see some of the tires were chirping here. Easier to get back onto the throttle completely. However, I'm still in first. I probably won't shift. I mean, look at my face. Look at my eyeballs. I am so locked in right now. It is worth mentioning I decreased the brake bias. Please let me know in the comments if you think that made this lap even that much more difficult to complete. Other than the straights, there is no use for third or fourth gear. 80 miles an hour around that previous corner felt good. And then probably, yeah, somewhere around 60 in first. I mean, it's just playing it safe in this death missile. Okay, it's this corner especially will catch you out. And I had a damn near perfect lap and spun out right there. Either way, across the line, 2-2-2-2-2. Thank God. 2-2-2-6-2-4-7. See, look at this BS. You just slide for days. Let's get to the Focus ST, the GR86, and the Corvette C8. At least one of those has got to be faster than this stupid cinder block with wheels. Let's get to it. It is worth mentioning though, however, I will not have a C8 Corvette in this video. This was a little bit of a fast video to shoot. However, I did have fun, and there are Corvettes out on the track that are undoubtedly undoubtful. I have no doubts that the Corvette is faster than that cinder block. Oh, I see an 86 or a Corvette in the background. Goodbye. Jumping ahead here to the beginning of the lap. Here we go. Oh, I don't think he's stock. 280, 240 horsepower on that thing, but it must weigh a lot less. So that 86 was a mod I downloaded from one of the Assetto World servers, websites, whichever you would like to call it. And I do believe that those had a decent amount more torque than the actual cars. However, just like this Focus ST, which you're watching me struggle to put through the S's. Struggle indeed, that's a big struggle. It doesn't matter though, we're on a track day, lap time not validated. We're getting passed already again by another 86. And blowing up and destroying our engines, or, you know, short shifting, money shifting. Anyways though, those GR86s are pretty quick. However, I'm okay with the fact that they're not stock. There is a version of this Focus ST which has about 50 to 100 more horsepower, similar to the 86s in this situation at this track day. So just keep in mind, maybe you could take off some time on the Focus ST at the end of this lap here. You can see the outlap is 3 minutes and 45 seconds. That takes forever. It is so boring going around this track. I'm in Me Mums Caaar. Vroom vroom. Yeah, so anyways, this lap here, I mean, you can see I'm very used to that NASCAR still. I'm braking way too early. Or is it too late? An understeering mess front-wheel drive cars ultimately are at the racetrack. You see the Corvette, he's just disappeared into the ether. He's gone. Oh, there he is. Yeah, the Corvette, very quick around here. However, I don't own one of those, and I don't know anyone who owns a C7. I was also too lazy to download the C8. My car is very boring to drive in stock form. Which is precisely the point, because here is a brutal understeering mistake that I just ultimately don't care about, because the lap was already so boring. Again, you could just tell I've given up. Well, there is no hope for the Focus ST to be any faster. 252, 30 seconds slower than the NASCAR. I think I'm gonna hop into a GR86 and see what we can do around the Circuit of the Americas. I'm in me car. GR86 time, guys. GR86. Look at this blue. I'm in the blue car type spirit. Steering is a little out of sync. However, I think that's okay. Brakes feel a lot better. Car is way more touchy. Like I said, that's probably because of the steering. Okay, so jumping ahead to the fastest lap of this GR86. You can tell that it's a pretty quick car because, well, the AI is keeping with us. Look at that braking, full braking, letting off. Messing around with the idea of full throttle mid-apex, already full throttle. You can see their line's kind of different. Watch the 86 in the mirror. He goes way wider, then he cuts in way more. I put their aggression up to 100. They're supposed to be very fast AI. Through the S's, it felt much better. Look how planted that is. Much, much more planted. The only thing that kind of sucks is that I wasn't very familiar with the brakes. As you can see, just keep an eye on the guy behind us. I get used to the brakes, they're way better. See how much time he makes up in the braking zone? And just like that, he's on me. Anyways, that wasn't bad for coming up to the back straight. That felt pretty darn good. Also, let me know what you think about my Android Auto. I do like that there's YouTube on there. I'll be watching my videos on the highway for sure. Again, the line that I took is a little different. Going down to second here. Probably could have just stabbed the throttle, but that's scary, you know, stabbing the throttle. The tires are dying. The tires are asking for forgiveness, for mercy. They won't probably receive any of that until the end of the lap. Again, the tires are dying. Fourth gear was kind of wild. Got up to 115. All the way down to 75 over that corner. That's much more speed than the Focus ST, or maybe even the NASCAR for that matter. Just like that, no mistakes. 216. That's way faster. Dang. Hopefully that answers today's question. Is my daily or my friend's daily faster than a NASCAR? And the answer to that question is no, mine is not. However, with a couple modifications, my friend's car is. Still frustrated with the NASCAR? Terrible car to drive, in my opinion. Hopefully you had a great Thanksgiving. Hopefully the Lions won. I will see you in the next one, guys. Peace out.